In the public lecture that I went to, which was the Tech Talks competition for rising science scholars, multiple students from different universities, including those from Georgia Tech, competed to showcase and answer the question of why society needs science. These are the following names of the speakers, and each one of them held different and interesting perspectives on the importance of science. Topics of competitors ranged from the scientific method, technology, and the growing necessity in the field for more engineers and scientists. In one presentation, the presenter included great amounts of statistics and presidential speeches of how science was the future and how the world has evolved in a societal setting through its impact. Going specifically into points that were discussed and mentioned, one of the presenters was a biomedical engineering major at Georgia Tech that talked about his first experiences with science in college, talking about how his professor lectured on the great and forever changing impact of the Q-tip. Yes, a Q-tip. Another presenter told a story of how she never understood where babies came from and attempted to use a scientific method she learned at school to find out for herself. Another presentation talked of the daily types of technology that we use that range from bicycles to laptops. A main theme that occurred between all presenters was how science is easily incorporated in our lives and even in the simplest form. What we take for granted daily is based off years of research and decades of discovery. They then dove further into more sophisticated mechanics of science, which included elaborate explanations such as bees with nanotechnology implanted in them to find more renewable resources, or microchips in laptops and cell phones becoming infinitely smaller and readily accessible. One presentation I personally found fascinating was the extra presentation given at the end by a head professor of the electrical engineering department, where he focused on the chips within our cell phones. As seen, in the past 30 years, the microchips and nanotechnology used in cell phones have grown almost 100 times its original state, back in 1970. If automobiles were to go through this tremendous change now, cars today would be able to last thousands of years, have over tens of thousands of miles to the gallon, and be able to go faster than the speed of light, as well as cost less than a tenth of a cent. With lower mass, higher specs, and lower costs, the physical leaps were outstanding. In this way, he showcased how the exponential strides we have made in that area of nanotechnology since the past few decades has grown even more. Overall, the presentations themselves focused on not only the past leaps, but the groundwork played out for the future, which was truly exciting and engaging for me to watch. The presentations definitely utilized a great deal of all subjects, including biology, chemistry, and physics. But the key to the presentations was to look forward and see what we can do, what you could contribute to the field, and that was what truly science meant for me, as well as all the presenters, how we fit into all of this